everyone, today we are back at Animal Kingdom for the first time since December for Merry Menagerie, and today I thought we would rope drop the park, ride some rides, and have a fun day. So with that being said, let's go ahead and have a great day adventure. Right now it is 7 a.m. I made sure to give myself a park reservation before coming here this morning, and right now it doesn't seem too bad, but once we get inside the park it will be insane, because this morning we're going to be rope dropping. And if you don't know what rope dropping means, pretty much rope dropping is getting to the park as soon as park opens. For resort guests, there is early entry, which guarantees you entry into the park 30 minutes before the park opens. Now, with early entry, this includes rides such as Flight of Passage, Night River Journey, Expedition Everest, and Dinosaur. One of the things I would highly recommend when coming here for early entry is to definitely ride Avatar Flight of Passage, because any later than that and you will see a hour to 2 hour wait time, and sometimes it can get up to 5 hours during winter break or any other busy holiday season. But I think this morning we're not doing early entry. Instead, we are non-resort guests, pretty much meaning that we're not going to be able to do Flight of Passage. Of course, we could do Flight of Passage, but it would be a long wait. Today I was thinking we would try and do Night River Journey, then head over to Safari, then go to Dinosaur, then Everest. So park opens at 7:30. Let's go ahead, get checked in, and head inside park. So my plan of action is this. We're going to skip Flight of Passage because it's already an 80-minute wait. I'm not doing that, so skipping that. And then we're going to go ahead, make our way to Night River Journey first. As I said before, we're almost at Pandora. And if you're coming to rope drop, if you want to ride Flight of Passage, my best recommendations is either do that first thing for early entry, or do the last ride for the night, or do individual lightning lane. Maybe because individual lightning lane will bypass the actual line, but it is a pricey individual lightning lane for $13 to $16. But in my opinion, individual lightning lane will skip the entire queue, which is insane. And if you are actually coming here to ride Flight of Passage for first time, I would recommend getting the queue, but I think for any non-resort guests, the best time to get on there is at the end of the night, because then once you get in, minutes before park closes, then you can secure a great ride with a low wait time or lower wait time. But we're gonna go ahead and ride Night River Journey before it gets up to 20-minute waits. Right now it's 15 minutes, so let's go ahead and eventually, once we get in line, begin timing it. just made it out of Avatar Night River Journey. in my opinion, Night Journey is okay, but right now it is 7:56, and right now the wait time is 65 minutes, so there's one reason why you should do this. For one of the first things in Animal Kingdom, it's because it will soon be a very long wait. And in my opinion, Night Journey is not really worth an hour long. In my opinion, it is only worth probably 30 minutes. It is an okay ride. I think the animatronics and all of the projections inside is absolutely incredible and stunning. But overall, as a ride, it's okay. It's a filler ride, in my opinion. But for the land as a whole, you can't deny that Mornings in Pandora is absolutely beautiful, especially with the mountains up in the sky. But right now, Kilimanjaro Safaris is up next. It opens at 8 a.m. rather than at 7:30 a.m. So if you're heading over to Kilimanjaro Safari, and if it's a park day where it opens at 7:30, then it will most likely be open around 8 a.m. But right now, it is 7:57. We're gonna go ahead and walk over to Africa and head over to Kilimanjaro Safaris up next. Actually, before we do that, what time does Kilimanjaro Safari open? 8:30. Let's skip Kilimanjaro Safari actually. Instead of Kilimanjaro Safaris up next, we're going to actually go ahead and go over to Dinosaur, since it has a 5-minute wait. And then afterwards, we're going to go ahead and then probably rush over to Africa and then head over to Exhibition Everest. But usually, if you are going to Animal Kingdom, I would recommend going over to Night Journey, Kilimanjaro Safari, if the park opens around 8 or 8:30, and then head over to Exhibition Everest and go over to Dinosaur. In this case, I can't really say go to Kilimanjaro up next, because then you're kind of wasting 30 minutes of your time just in line for this attraction. So up next, I think we're going to go ahead and actually go over to Dinosaur. Also, if you are coming here early in the morning, it is definitely a great time to come, especially since the lines aren't too bad, but just as I shown earlier, because if you're looking to do Dinosaur, 10-minute wait, Exhibition Everest, 15-minute wait. But I think we're going to kind of keep to the plan, do Dinosaur, we might try to do Everest, and then we're going to go ahead and go over to Safaris afterwards. But right now, let's go ahead and get on Dinosaur. Right now, if you do want to go on some thrilling attractions in Disney World, especially ones that scares you, then I would definitely recommend Dinosaur. It is very intense and thrilling. If you have kids, I'd probably not recommend this ride, because if you're not a fan of dark places or scary dinosaurs, I would completely skip this ride. Mainly because it is dark and it has scary dinosaurs, and it is very fast actually, but I think it's also because it is dark and you don't know where you're going. With that being said though, right now Dinosaur has a 10-minute wait, so let's go ahead and begin timing it.
Hello there. Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Seeker, your friendly controller, and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself. But let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you, and how you can help me make history today with the Time Rover. It's like this. If I can bring you back from the Cretaceous period, it stands to reason that I can bring back a live dinosaur with you. And not just any dinosaur. Take a look at this guy. He's an iguanodon, and I'm certain that he is the key to understanding these magnificent creatures. I tagged him with a locator during an unauthorized field trip. Otherwise, I'd be traveling with you. Oh, and one more thing. Those locked coordinates? We're in. Now, here's the drill. You follow the homing signal to the iguanodon, then I'll enlarge the transport field, and boom, you're back with one additional passenger extra large. And don't worry about that asteroid. You'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me, what could go wrong?
This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before the asteroid hits. Let's roll! Okay, now let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not arguing.
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little one.
Mammoth. Hadrosaur. Raptor.
Time to get serious. Locking autopilot on homing signal now. Hang on. Computer. Slow and identified.
Sauropod.
Still not our dino, but at least this one's a vegetarian.
Carnotaurus.
That's it. Abort mission. Abort! Abort!
Iguanodon.
Forget it! Get them out now!
Impact.
Brace yourself! This is it! They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
You made it! I knew you would, and guess who made it back with you? I better find it before security does. Thanks for everything!
Honestly, that was not a bad ride this morning. We got in 6 minutes compared to the 10-minute posted wait time, so you know, it's always a great time going on Dinosaur. I think Dinosaur is one of my favorite rides in Animal Kingdom. I will be a little sad when it does go, but either way, you know, it is a must ride if you're coming this year at least. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and head over to Kilimanjaro Safari up next. Right now, let's go ahead and make our way over to Africa really quickly, but also not run. Alright, so we're in line for Kilimanjaro Safari. Over there it says it's 40 minutes, however, I'm gonna kind of not believe that for a second. We're gonna test our luck here. You know, I would say probably gonna take around 30 minutes since it just opened, but you also have to remember there's gonna be a lot of Lightning Lane people getting in for this morning, so we're gonna test our luck, see how long we wait in the 40-minute line, and hopefully it isn't 40 minutes, so fingers crossed is less than 40 minutes, and let's go ahead and ride the Kilimanjaro Safari. Alright, so I was right about the fact that it was going to be less than 40 minutes. One thing I said it was going to be 30 minutes. Yeah, we waited 14 minutes in total, so that's pretty incredible overall.
Also coming up ahead on our left, I see one of my favorite animals doing an amazing job using his camouflage to blend in with these rocks. Kind of right here, hanging close to the water in these pile of rocks, that is a black rhino. Now the black rhinos, they are indeed named for the color of their skin. Black rhinos are also very solitary animals. They kind of prefer their alone time. They would much rather just run along the bottom of the riverbed floor. And since hippos can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes long, that does make hanging out at the bottom of the river pretty easy for them. Now the word hippopotamus, it does translate to river horse, but the closest living relative to a hippo is actually a whale. Glass, that tells us that is a Maasai giraffe, but that coat pattern is unique to each individual giraffe. Over your right shoulder, I see a couple wildebeest back there. Now those wildebeest, they are migrating animals and they are herd animals, so that means they like to move and they like to move together. Real close to our right, we see some pretty small tan and white antelope. Those are springbok. Those springbok are going to be one of the smallest antelope, but they get their name because they can spring straight up into the air about 6 feet high. While most other predators ambush their prey, painted dogs use teamwork and endurance to chase their prey, so it just can't run any longer. That's when they'll grab a bite to eat. Giraffes have the largest heart of any living land animal. It can get up to about the size of a bowling ball and weigh up to about 25 pounds. And compared to our hearts, which are only about the size of your fist, and only weigh about 1 pound. But my friends, at the end of the day, if you're in Africa, you're going to see African elephants. If you're in Asia, you're going to see Asian elephants. That does look like one of those elephants there. Maybe all of those elephants are using their trunks to get a little something to eat. Elephants have about 40,000 muscles within those trunks, and they can hold up to about 8 liters of water. On the left side there, in that front corner, I see 3 cheetahs. Now those cheetahs, they are the fastest land mammals. They can run up to speeds of about 60 to 70 miles per hour. Now when it comes to the lions, it is the female lionesses that go out and do the hunting. The males stay back, they guard the territory, and they guard the cubs. That is if there are cubs. If there are no cubs, the males will be out hunting with the females. Now my friends, those cheetahs that we saw, cheetahs might sound like your house cat, but lions are going to sleep like your house cat. Lions can sleep anywhere from 16 to 20 hours a day. Now these are Nigerian dwarf goats. They're a miniature goat that come from West Africa. And these goats are pretty great because unlike other dairy-producing animals, they're pretty small, so they don't take up a lot of space and they don't take up a lot of resources. However, their milk can still be made into a number of different products, anything ranging from butter to cheese. You can even make soap out of it.
I always like the Kilimanjaro Safaris. You know, I think it is a nice, relaxing ride. Oh, that was so much fun. I think it's a nice, relaxing ride in Animal Kingdom. If you're honestly coming to Animal Kingdom, this is a must ride. I would say, in terms of the 4 must rides here at Animal Kingdom, I would say it is Avatar Flight Passage, Kilimanjaro Safaris, Expedition Everest, and of course, Dinosaur. It closes usually around dusk, although they did do a night version of the ride for a long time until they just discontinued it back when Animal Kingdom used to actually be open around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. But I think right now we have Expedition Everest up next, and it is actually at, I would say, a 16-minute wait. Let's give it a check. Alright, so right now, in terms of wait times, okay, it's not bad. Expedition Everest is a 30-minute wait, which is good. So I think we're going to go ahead, ride Expedition Everest. Now, I think maybe the single rider line, I'm not entirely sure, but Kilimanjaro Safari, 45 minutes. Sorry, 55 minutes. 75 minutes for non-river journey and 150 minutes for Avatar Flight Passage. So, if you're not doing early entry for Flight Passage, as I said multiple times throughout this one video, you should definitely either do it as first ride today or the last ride. Remember when I said we should do standby line for Everest? Yeah, I actually mean we should do a single rider line entrance instead, since it is open. So let's go ahead and do the single rider line for Expedition Everest. Alright, timer starting now. Expedition Everest is quite possibly a near perfect attraction. It has a lot of thrills. If you are a big fan of roller coasters, especially themed roller coasters, this is a big must-do at Animal Kingdom. It's probably my favorite attraction at the park. I love Flight of Passage. I think Dinosaur is underrated, and Safaris is a nice relaxing ride, but if you want the opposite of Safari, which is a thrilling attraction, then I would definitely recommend Expedition Everest. If you're wanting to do Expedition Everest but you don't want to do the standby line, there is also a single rider line that I actually went through twice, and right now it is actually 9:56. So say it has been a great day today, and I think we might just go ahead and then call it a day here at Animal Kingdom. And I think with that being said, that's going to be it for today. We've done a lot. We rode Expedition Everest twice, went on Dinosaur with a low 6-minute wait. We also went over to Kilimanjaro Safaris and had a relaxing ride. And we went on Nauru Journey for the first time in years. And I think that is going to be it for today. If you want my recommendations, if you're doing early entry, I would recommend doing Avatar Flight Passage. If not, I would definitely save it for later, since that's when the line will be the shortest. But if you're already coming in half an hour late, then it's probably best to do another journey instead. And then head over to Kilimanjaro Safari, go over to Expedition Everest, and then Dinosaur. If Kilimanjaro Safari is not open, then head over to Expedition Everest, then go over to Kilimanjaro Safari, and then go over to Dinosaur, as no matter what, I think of a perfect morning here at Animal Kingdom. And I think with that being said, that's going to be it for today. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever been to Animal Kingdom? If so, what's your favorite ride? And as always, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.